Let's just say I've had a whole week of failures this week. You know, sometimes as creatives, we hit a brick wall, right? And that brick wall develops and we fall into this pit of self-pity and then we get super miserable. Well, that's been me for the last couple of weeks now. I've just been so uninspired to make anything on YouTube. I mean, I've been inspired to make photography, but I haven't been inspired enough to get out there and do my own personal shoots. And yeah, it's just like, it's been dragging me down and it's been making me miserable as a person in general, and that's just not what I want to be, man. But things did change around. Now, I went to the photography show a couple of days ago now, and that show just, it was so, I met so many great people, so many inspirational people. I went and listened to Nigel Danson. He's a YouTuber and photographer.
And suddenly, I'm cool.
I also went and watched Chris Burkard's seminar, which was just
major condition. If you don't come back with photos of good waves, or photos at all, we're not paying for this.
Mind-blowing, just so inspirational. If you don't know who Chris Burkard is, you need to do some research. But yeah, he's like the #1 adventure storyteller, photographer, videographer there is out there at the moment. I can't think of anyone else that's on his level. Like, so things that Nigel and Chris were saying really resonated inside of me that day, and I was on a buzz for the rest of the day there, and I was just like, you know when you take your dog to the park and you finally let it off the leash for the first time and it's just running around like crazy and it's vomiting, it's foaming, it doesn't know what to do, it's just super excited. That was me. So yeah, I come home and I was pumped. I was absolutely pumped, and I thought, yo, how can I express this creativity and this excitement? So I said to myself, this week I'm gonna smash out some great videos. I wrote down some epic video ideas ready to put onto YouTube this week, and let's just say that's where the fails all began. So here goes day one of failure week, right? Day one, I decided to get my wife and daughter, our little family, and we're going on a small road trip, right? So we went all the way to the furthest you can go in Wales, not the furthest you can go. The furthest you can go in mid-Wales, right? A place called Barmouth, and it's just outside or just touching the inside of Snowdonia National Park. The place is beautiful, right? So we got there, and I had this whole video idea to go along with our little road trip, mixing a bit of business and pleasure, really, I guess, which I shouldn't have done. That was a recipe for failure, but we'll touch on that another day. So we started making this video about kind of angles and stuff like that you can use to up your kind of Instagram game and stuff like that. I had my wife in the video. The video was going well. She looked super cute, and like, it was just bouncing off each other. Shoot the front, shoot the back, shoot one side, and shoot the other side. Just like that. And then suddenly this almighty Everest of tantrums just came out of my daughter, and she flipped, absolutely flipped. There was nothing we could do. Literally, we took her to the car, we put milk inside of her, we tried to calm her down, play her favorite music, her songs, tried to play with her, tried to make her happy. She just was not happening, man. Tantrum, tantrum, tantrum. She's only 6 months old. She doesn't know what she's doing, you know, she doesn't know that we want to make a video. So yeah, she lost it, and the only thing we could do is jump in the car and just head home. The craziest thing is, like 10 minutes into the drive, as soon as we get out of the nice areas, she falls asleep. So day two was a bit of a different kind of failure, right? So I decided that I wanted to do a detailed analysis on the Fuji RAW files and how they look once you've edited them in certain softwares, right? So I went out, I took some shots, just some mediocre ones, just to try and get some detail, right? Some sharpness and things like that. Brought them back to the PC at home, started having a cup of tea, and then suddenly I noticed that the RAM on my computer had failed. And I don't know why it failed. Something went wrong with it. It was so confusing. It forced me to update Windows and then to reinstall a fresh copy of Windows or something crazy like that. I thought it was finally over after about 3 hours of fiddling about, and then I tried to upload the images into Capture One and Photoshop, and they just weren't opening. I don't know what happened, but technology, man. I decided to just switch the computer off after 5 hours or so of failing and just accept defeat. Now day three didn't go that bad. Day three was a good day, man. I was still pumped. Like at this point now, I've already looked back at some of the video files that I made from the photo show, and I'm just listening back to some of the speeches, and I was reinvigorated. I was re-pumped, and I was ready to go back out there. So I had like an hour and a half And I thought, okay, today is a day I'm gonna go out and I'll do an okay shoot with my X-T2. I'm gonna focus on getting all sorts of shots and how I can push and pull the files. That was my focus. So yeah, we headed out, started doing my little shoot here, and then I got sidetracked. It always happens, right? You're doing your photography and then something happens and you're like, oh. For me, it was a tree. Yo, I just came across this dope tree. I mean, that in an image, I think that would look pretty dope. I don't take pictures of trees ever. I never take pictures of trees. But this one tree was standing out to me. I was like, oh wow, this would be pretty cool if I take a picture of this tree, right? I didn't really set up properly for it. But either way, as I was taking those photos, my alarm on my phone went off. And then I realized, damn it, really? It's been an hour and a half already, and I had somewhere to be afterwards which could not be cancelled. So my time was up. And then when I look back at the material that I had when I got back to the computer, I had like 40 seconds of talking to the camera, a few shots that I could have used, and then loads of shots of a tree. And you know what? Day 4 was not much different either. It was just like day 2. I started out to do a shoot and things just went wrong. I can't even remember what happened, but there was a lot of technical difficulties that happened on the day. There's no point even going into detail on it. It was another failed day. So that was 4 failed days that I tried to make videos for you guys this week, and it just absolutely failed. And I guess these things happen, right? They always happen. But it's how we overcome them that changes it. And that reminded me of when I was at the photo show and I was listening to Nigel Danson. Now, let me give you an example. I'm not going to go into his details on his story because you should go and watch his kind of stuff. And he's got a story about this on his channel actually. But a couple of years ago, he broke his back, right? And instead of just like giving up and taking life easy, the guy decided to completely change his whole lifestyle, change his career, move country, and now he's like proper doing well, do you know what I mean? Also, Chris Burkard, this guy went to Russia to try and do a shoot, and something went wrong with his passport. They locked him up inside of a Russian prison. They didn't feed him. They kept him in some cold room, and then they deported him out of the country. You know what he decided to do the next day? Get back on a plane and go back to the place where they treated him bad to finish off his photo shoot. That's dedication, man, if I've ever seen it. So those kind of stories inspired me. Like, I can't just give up so easy just because a timer went off. I can't just give up because a memory card failed or a computer went a bit crazy. I've always got to keep trying to push through. So that's what this video is all about. It's to tell you my new pledge, right? So I've decided that because I failed this week, I have to work harder on the following week. So you know, normally I upload one video each Sunday. This time instead, my pledge, I'm pushing through my failure. I'm gonna upload a video today, a video on Wednesday, one on Friday, one on Saturday, and then we're back to normal on Sunday. And you might be wondering, well, that makes no sense. You've just failed and you're gonna make even more videos. I'm always gonna keep failing unless I give myself like a reprimand to myself, if you know what I mean. It's my kind of prevention tactic. So in the future when I'm like, oh, this video isn't going so well, I'm just gonna quit. Instead of just saying, oh, I'm just gonna quit, I should be thinking, oh my God, if I quit right now, it means I have to make 3 videos this week. That's gonna be even harder. So that's what I'm doing. It's kind of like training my brain to prevent failure. Because you can't really stop failure from ever happening, but you can kind of prevent your mindset from getting into allowing failure to come into your system. So is there anything that you guys are failing at the moment, or things that you failed at in the past and you found a way to overcome it? Because this is something that I need to know. As a creative, we need to know how to get past our boundaries. If there is something that you're failing at the moment, or you found a way to get past your failure, then leave it in the comments, man. Help us all out. We can help each other out and stuff like that. So yeah, that's my pledge. I'm pushing harder this week. So I apologize for this video just being an update video, but you're gonna get some great videos throughout the week. I mean, I got some okay material throughout the week, so I'm pretty sure I can turn those into good, substantial content for you guys to watch and enjoy, and it makes sense and it help you guys out. I think there's enough there. I just need to do some sort of magic to make them a bit stronger and stuff like that. So I guess I will catch you guys on Wednesday. Don't fail being there. All right.